All right, all right. Welcome back everyone dito sa latest episode ng Deep Dive. Thank you very much for making us one of the leading podcasts in the country, and thank you sa Spotify Philippines for the great events in store. Today kasama po natin isa sa mga favorite sana naging co-host natin sa Wag po in the past, no less than of course Sir Manny Mogato. Thank you very much Sir Manny for joining us.
Ay, magandang gabi, Richard.
Yeah, Richard po, opo. Just in case baka mamaya hindi mo alam sinong kausap mo, Sir Manny. Si
Richard,
Richard po.
oh.
Opo, hi po. Wag po, wag po. Sir Manny, first of all, congratulations for your new fantastic book that you launched the other day. Unfortunately, I was not able to join kasi pabalik-balik ako ng Baguio in light of course, passing of Lola. But I heard great things from our friends, including reunion daw, yung wag po. Kaya ni Edu Mansa.
Yes, reunion, no? Nandun lahat, no? Si Patrick, si Ed, si Joby, si Lord, at si Ronald.
Nako, si
Oh,
Lord. Si Lord, yun ang pinamahalaga
oh,
si Lord. But yung kaibigan natin si Gretchen, talagang all-stars tayo dyan, Sir Manny.
si Gretchen yung host.
Emotional ka daw, sabi ni Edu Manzanas. Sabi na naging
Hindi
emotional
naman,
daw.
siyang emotional. Kasi nagdala siya ng lechon.
Aba, gumastos. Akala ko
Oo,
yung ano, gumastos. Dami daw niyang hanas siya. Dami daw niyang hanas na bigla ka daw.
oo. Daming pumunta eh. It's actually a sort of a reunion ng
Oo,
mga nakasama ko sa media
right.
for many years, no? Dating mga FOCAP members,
Right.
mga defense supporters, yun, nandun. Tsaka
Right.
classmates ko ng college and high school.
Fantastic. So, balikan natin yung libro mo very shortly. But before that, pag-usapan muna natin yung context ng coverage mo at Reuters, which won your team the Pulitzer Prize, of course, one of the most celebrated
Mhm.
prizes for journalism out there. Of course, Sir Manny, kilala kita kasi ikaw lang taga-FOCA back in the day na hindi nag-interview sa akin.
Ikaw,
Kasi
hindi ako tumawag.
yeah, sabi ko, sino tong Manny Mogato na parati? Siya lang hindi nag-interview sa akin. Lahat, New York Times, BBC, gano'n. Sabi ko, how dare you? And the shocks na nalo ng Pulitzer ay magpakabait na ako. No, no, but obviously, I'm a fan of your work, Sir Manny, back in the day. Kahit hindi ka pa fan sa akin, I'm sure fan ka na ngayon. Um, because of the great stuff you did, including dun sa war and drugs. So for the purpose of our audience, Sir Manny, can you tell me, first of all, the context of Reuters reportage on the war on drugs, what were you able to unmask, especially dun sa mga reports na you were directly involved? Let's talk about the lay of the land.
Well, yung Reuters report is a series of special reports, no? 10, actually 10. It started in April 2016 and ended in December of 2017. But in between the special reports, we are doing spot reports, no, stories about the drug war. So in the beginning, when Duterte initiated this war on drugs in July, no, when he became president, we wrote about the killings, no. We wrote how the people were dying, no, because some were nanlaban and the others were obviously killed by unknown, no, unknown persons, and they were left in some vacant lots with masking tape on their head and bodies, and may mga karatula sila na drug pusher ako, wag pamarisan. Yan. So, these are the so-called, nung sabi ng police at that time, death under investigation kasi hindi nila alam, no? So, dalawa yan, no? Death under investigation, kung hindi kilala yung sino pumatay, and the others are killed in legitimate police operation na nanlaban daw. So, the police claim they acted in self-defense, no? Kasi mga bypass operation daw, these suspects sense that they were police. So, binaril sila. So, kumunti lang yung pulis, sabi nila, no? So, a total of 7,000 people died in police operation, but the human rights advocates are saying that about 30,000 people died in the drug war. No?
Sir Manny, the
Uh,
7,000 is not the full 6 years of Duterte, right? Kasi at some point, parang they were not releasing the numbers na eh. Hindi ba?
Hindi,
Parang
ano yun,
first 3 years.
from 2016 to 2022, yun yung official count ng
So
police.
official na
More
yan,
than
yung 7,000.
7,000. More than 7,000.
Kasi
Parang
umabot ng
7,200.
6,000 nung naalala ko, umabot na siya ng 6,000 mga 2018
Oh, si
something when I was
Miguel.
like, yeah, exact.
Oh,
Exact. Tapos biglang
Miguel.
slow down yung number release. Yeah.
Oh. So anyway, the total, according to official reports, is about 7,200. No? Pero yung unofficial, uh, according to human rights advocates, uh, would total about
30.
30,000.
Right.
Uh,
Sir,
Kasama din yung napatay ng riding in tandem. No? So in all our reports, no, in April of 2017, we did a report based on interviews with two police officers, one senior intelligence officer, and the other one is a PCP commander. No? Hindi ko lang sabihin kung saan lugar. But based on the interview, sinasabi nila na there is a reward list, no, for every victim na mapatay, like ordinary user or street peddler, local official, no. It's about 10,000 for every ordinary user, and 50,000 up to 1 million dun sa mga sikat na
yeah, high
personalities or
value
officials,
targets. Yeah, high
high
value.
value targets. Oo. So, may rewards list, may target list na ginawa si Pangulong Duterte na lagi nang pinapakita sa media pag nagsasalita siya, nandito sa libro na nandito mga pangalan. And actually, yung lista to, hindi ito nakuha officially ng PDEA until January of 2017. So, from July up to December of 2016, si Duterte lang nakakaalam kung sino yung nasa drug list. No? And, pero originally, yung PNP, CIDG has its own drug order of battle. No? Parang meron ditong more than 3,000 names. No? So, nung sinama yung kay Duterte, more than 3,000 din, naging 6,000 lahat. Yung naging National Drug Watch List. Yan. Na ginawa ng PDEA after 2017 at naging official nung August of 2020, no? Mga more than 6,000 na yung sa listahan kasi binalidate pa ng binalidate pa ng PDEA, ng other police agencies. Kaya yung validated lumabas nung August of 2020. No? Yun yung talagang listahan ng mga drug addicts at drug lords, drug peddlers, and everything na involved sa drugs. No? So aside from that, in December of 2017, no, we interviewed, no, some a policeman who was part of the Davao Death Squad, no,
Right.
Davao Boys. So he was uprooted from Davao and
QC?
assigned in Station 6 in
Mhm.
Quezon City.
Yeah, QC.
And the leader of this group is Colonel Lito Patay. No? Ganda na pangalan niya, di ba?
Pangalan, exactly. Yung nakita ko yung pangalan niya. Actually, someone corrected me. It's not Patay, it's Patay. I was like, oh, okay. I
Patay,
mean,
yeah.
it still doesn't change the, yeah.
Yeah, si Lito, no? So itong na-identify namin, uh, based on the police records official, na binibigay sa amin kasi nung 2016, from July to December, ay napakabait ng mga ating alagad ng batas. Very cooperative to police, so they're giving us the spot report, progress report, autopsy report, all reports na binibigay nila sa amin, no? So we
Because
have amassed a lot of
they were trying to show
documents.
off. Why were they so transparent? They were trying to show off.
Well, they were trying siguro to boast their accomplishment, no? Kasi nandun yung mga pangalan ng police na involved sa operation. So anyway, ang dami naming nakuwang dokumento at based on these documents, nahanap namin sino yung 8 police officers na galing Davao na inassign sa Quezon City noong July 2016, no? At sa 8, yung 5 ay may Facebook account na they were trying to trumpet their achievements, no? Sabi nga ng isang police doon, change is coming. Yan. Tsaka sabi nila
And
na
hunters.
sabi nila na if drug abuse is a disease, we are the cure. Yan. So, sa 5, yung 3 walang Facebook account. So, yung 5, we tried to contact them para ma-interview. And only one of them responded, si Charles Molinos. And yung isa pa, sumagot din. Yung 3, never answered the requests. Yung 3, hindi na yung mahanap kasi wala silang Facebook account. Pero yung isang nag-agree, withdraw, no? Umatras. So, ang na-interview namin isa lang, si Charles Molinos. But he was denying he killed anyone doon sa drug war ni Duterte, no? Nung nasa Quezon City siya. Pero sa Facebook, parang nilabang niya ng accomplishment nila, no? So anyway, out of 280 people na total death in Quezon City from July 2016 up to June 2017, based on the records na nakuha namin, 280 namatay, 108 died in Station 6. No, it's about 38% nung
Yeah,
total
it's more than a
Quezon City.
third.
Oh. So 108 yung nasa Station 6. Pero out of the 108, yung 62, no? Ang directly responsible doon ay yung members ng Davao Boys, no? And sa mga Davao Boys, si Charles Molinos, who was interviewed, I think was involved in 29 police operation that resulted in 56 deaths. Yun. So yan yung result nung December 17 namin na Davao Boys, and we tracked down Colonel Lito Patay sa Pampanga when he was reassigned there after Station 6. And he said that they follow the rules. Yung kanyang mga tauhan depended lamang themselves during the operation. So lahat daw nung napatay nila ay nalalaban. So
Yeah,
yun,
grabe.
no?
S-
Yeah.
Sir,
Pero ang malungkot, Richard, no?
please,
Meron
please.
kaming stringer, no? A local reporter in Pampanga na tumulong para sa ma-interview itong si Dito Patay, no? Ng aming mga foreigner na reporter, si Andrew Marshall, no? Itong si Jess Malabanan na Pampanga reporter was gunned down in Samar 2 years later ata. o 3 years later, uh, during the pandemic, no? Uh, Yun ang
Binalikan
malungkot
talaga
doon,
siya. Binalikan nila.
binilikan. Hindi natin alam, no? Kasi ang sabi ng police investigation, si Jess ay napatay because of a land dispute. So, anyway, yun ang nangyari. So, alam mo, nung April, no, nung nilabas namin yung rewards list story, ah nagsara na ang gripo ng pulis.
April 2017,
17.
exactly. Within a
Oo,
year.
nagsara yung gripo ng pulis. Wala nang binibigay ng mga reports. No? Bakit? Kasi nag-file si former Senator Sani Trillanes ng case sa ICC. So wala nang binibigay na report, pati yung mga uh, pamilya ng mga victims, hindi na rin naibigyan ng report. No? So malungkot, nagsara yung gripo. Uh, Kaya natigil yung pag siguro kung hindi tumigil yung gripo, baka mas marami pa kami nakuha ng impormasyon, no, based dun sa mga official police reports na ginawa na pinimigay nila noon sa amin, no. Yung nga pala yung PCP commander uh, told us na hindi naman daw talaga vigilante ang pumapatay, no? Kasi ang pumapatay daw yung mga police din, no? O police assets, no? Kasi he even showed us a text message ng superior officer niya na telling him na pwede ba sa gantong araw, gantong oras, sa gantong lugar, alisin mo yung mobile patrol mo. Kasi dyan dadaan yung aming riding in tandem. Baka makakainkwento nyo. So, yung chinek namin, yung lugar, yung oras, yung araw, kung saan sinasabi na wag lagyan ng pulis sa mobile patrol car, aba, may nangyari ng insidente ron na uh, riding in tandem ang nangyari. So, it only
Right.
goes to show na police o police asset ang may kagawan, no? Nung killings. And ang sabi sa amin ng commander na to, na normally yung trigger daw nung pagpatay mga rookie policemen, no? Bagito para parang ano rin nila, baptism of fire. Yan.
Or
So,
blood pact, some would say. Blood
yeah.
pact. I mean, once you have
Yes.
crossed that line, kasama ka na sa, you're part of the business.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oo.
I see it
Oo.
more as blood
So,
pact. Yeah.
yeah. So, yun nga yun, no? So, marami pang sinasabi sa amin to kasi during the interview, sinasabi niya na karamihan daw nung bypass operation stage, no? Pati yung execution stage at yung evidence pinaplant, no? Kasi sabi niya, alam mo, yung mga pusher, hindi yan mag-ibenta sa police. Kilala nila ang police na mabenta nila, no? So ang ginagawa daw ng police, pinapasok yung bahay at yun, in-execute yung drug suspect. Yung pamilya ay pinapalabas, kung may CCTV, pinapatay, uh, kung ano pang ginagawa, no, para walang ebidensya, no. At tapos ilalabas nila yung ebidensya na may shabu daw nakuha at may baril. Kaya lang nung una, napansin namin na pagka namamatay yung isang drug suspect sa isang encounter ng mga pulis, hawak-hawak ng namatay yung baril. So sabi ng Soko, huwag niyo namang gawing para paniwala, konting tilapon naman ng baril. So, yun.
Masyadong choreographed, over-choreographed.
So, masyadong choreograph. So, tinitilapon nila yung baril para hindi masabing stage, no? Kasi minsan, kaliwete yung napatay, ang baril nasa kanan, no? At ang napansin pa namin noon, na ang baril, naglalakad. Kasi pare-pareho sila ng bill eh. Na in one
Nare-recycle.
oh, na-recycle. Kasi isang araw, isang gabi, dalawa namatay, magkalayo pero isa ang baril, no? Isa ang baril. Yun. So walang vigilante, walang shootout, no, walang encounter, stage at planted yung evidence. At ang masama pa pagka nabuhay yung suspect tinutuluyan. Kasi nga maraming instances na nagkaroon encounter, hindi na-apruhan yung drug suspect, hinihintay yung soko, di ba? Para i-process yung crime scene. Pag tinasoko, tumatayo yung nabaril nila. So, kaya may ganang kaso sa Payatas si Murillo, no? Nasa CSR na yan, no? Tumayo, kaso ang nangyari, siya pa ang kinasuhan ng pulis, kaya lang na-dismiss na yung kaso, no? Kasi nga states no? So because of yung gantong mga instances, may story kami, no? A part of the series na ang title is Dead on Arrival. Ayan. Kasi bakit? Kasi karamihan nung after nung dati encounter lang, di ba? Sinita yung Soko. So ngayon, para siguradong patay, dinadala sa ospital ng mga pulis. At pag buhay pa, titirahin ng malapitan sa ulo o sa dibdib, no? So, kaya dead on arrival. Kasi sabi ng mga doktor, ay patay na to dead on arrival. Pero ang hindi na kasama sa drawing, binaril ng malapitan, no? So, ibig sabihin, wala encounter. Hindi pwedeng encounter. Kasi binaril ng malapitan. So, ano ang prueba mo na binaril ng malapitan? Merong gunpowder burns sa sugat, sa
Right, right.
dibdib o
Ang
sa
lapit
ulo.
kasi, ang lapit, oh.
Oo, so ang tawag dyan sa police parlance, tattooing. Nagtatattoo yung gunshot wounds, no? So sinasabi ng mga doktor, hindi ito encounter kasi may tattooing, no? At the same time, yung trajectory ng bullet, pag inimbestigahan mo sa ballistic, no? Hindi sa yung parang nagkaroon ng encounter, kundi pababa, no? Talagang execution. So, maraming detalye, pero alam mo, pagdating sa death certificate, karamihan, namamatay sa gunshot wounds. Pagdating sa death certificate, natural causes. Parang bronchitis, parang high
Right.
blood, o
Buti hindi
hindi
COVID, no?
gunshot wounds.
I
Mm.
mean, wow, that's okay. Manny, let me, before I go ask you more logistical question, first of all, ano yung state of mind mo? I don't want to be over psychological or sociological about this. Ano yung state of mind mo when you were talking to this police and medyo out of this world ang nakikita mo? Now, obviously, yung mga galing pa from Davao, ano na yan veterano na yan sa ganitong operations in Davao Death Squad. Pero dun sa mga ibang police na parang nonchalant, ma-insouciance, or even boastful about this, hindi ba parang fascismo na yan I mean, this is like celebration of violence and butchery. Hindi, I mean, I know as journalists, you're like supposed to be like doctors, not to be emotionally involved. Pero honestly, yung tao na sa loob mo, Manny, how was it reacting and processing this at the emotional level to the degree that you could allow yourself to be emotional about this series of reports that won you the Pulitzer Prize?
Alam mo, Richard, hindi na ako na sorpresa Hindi na sa akin bago kasi ito, no? Although nakaka-shock kasi ang dami namamatay sa loob ng isang gabi, minsan 3, 4, 10. At pag may one time, big time, 30 ang namamatay sa isang gabi, no? Talagang shocking, no? Na talagang kagulat-gulat. Pero yung the manner that they were killed, hindi na sa akin bago, no? Kasi I was a police reporter during the dictatorship days, no? Ni Pangulong Pangulong Senior Marcos, no? Ang tawag sa patayan nung that time ay salvaging, no? Salvaging ang tawag. So ganun din ang modus, no? Dinodrawing din yung mga namatay na suspect, no? Sabihin nila, ano to, mga karnaper, mga holdapper, mga pusher, no? Alam mo, in my book, no, I narrated one episode, no, na naimbitahan ako sa birthday party ng isang police officer diyan sa Pasay, no. So nagiinuman kami. Tapos sa inuman, sa upukan, napansin ko may dala akong lalaki na tahimik na hindi ginagalaw yung beer nila, no. Then nung midnight, umalis na yung mga pulis kasama ng dalawang lalaki, no. Tahimik eh. After siguro 30 minutes, sumawag sa radio yung mga pulis. Sabi, oh, punta na kayo dito. May istorya na kayo. So, pumunta naman kami doon sa isang dark alley sa Pasong Tamo ata yun area, no? May nakabulagta sa gitna ng kalsada ng dalawa, no? Karnaper daw, ng laban daw. Nung lapitan ko, nagulat
Eh,
ako,
yung
sabi ko,
dalawa.
ito yung kainuman natin, ah.
Sa cattle lang sila. They're just butchered cattle. Parang, ano lang, hinimas lang tapos
Oo.
lang doon tapos kinatay.
Oh, sabi sa
Grabe.
akin ng pulis, huwag ka na maingay, sulat mo na lang, they were carnappers. Kasi, yun yung kainuman namin eh. So talagang nakita ko na first hand, hindi nangyayari to noon. So, walang pinagbago sa modus.
But but
Charge
sir,
pareho din.
but Manny, this is Marcos Senior period, right?
Yeah, senior period, oh.
But wouldn't the argument be na dapat may security sector reform? I mean, you could say the Philippine military, again, maybe we can disagree on that, but based on my own scholarship and studies, the Philippine military has significantly professionalized kumpara doon sa panahon ni Marcos Sr. Um, and we
Well,
saw
nagkaroon
this.
ng reform
But the police, what
after
about the police?
after Marcos, no? Nagkaroon ng
Yes.
reform.
Yeah, but what about the police? You're saying hindi nagkaroon ng sapat na reforma sa kapulisan natin kaya parang yung katay-katay na ginagawa nila yung panahon ni Marcos Sr., ganun na rin nangyari sa panahon ni Digong?
Bumalik eh, di ba? Bumalik nung panahon ng Digong. Kasi, hindi naman siya nawala eh, no? When Duterte was mayor in Davao, and this was according to former Senator Lala de Lima, who conducted an investigation as CHR in 2009, sabi niya, mayroon ng ganitong patayan sa Davao, mga street crime, no? Pusher, mga snatcher, mga holdapper na pinapatay sa Davao, no? Actually, ang na-document ng isang pare, si Father Spicardal na na-interview namin, more than 1,400 from 1988 to 2016, no? Ay namatay dyan sa Davao. At same modus na ginagamit natin nung panahon ni Marcos Sr. at nung panahon ng drug war ni Duterte nung 2016.
Grabe, no? And kasi the idea of security sector reform is never again, right? Na babaguhin mo yung kultura sa loob ng isang institution, gagawin mong tabu yung mga certain practices, especially extrajudicial activities. Pero ang sinasabi mo, ang bilis nag-snap back ulit yung Philippine National Police doon sa kanilang, kumbaga reversion to the mean, to their basic instinct. Yun ang sinasabi mo, kaya hindi nakakapagtaka. So you're saying the only difference was the magnitude, not the
Magnitude.
not the
And
kind.
then
Yeah.
and then the reward system. The reward
The
system.
incentive, yeah, the incentive
Oo.
system. Okay.
Kasi nung panahon ni Marcos, wala namang reward system eh.
Right,
Ang
right.
reward mo lang doon, ang reward mo lang doon dahil sa
Yep.
achievement mo, you will be promoted, no? Or given good assignments. Pero bihira yun. Kag maghahanap ng accomplishment yung bagong police commander, they resorted to this kind of activity, no? But during Duterte's time, it was
Starting from
motivated
Davao.
by reward.
Yeah.
Uh,
Starting from Davao. So kumbaga si
yes,
Digong
from Davao.
kumbaga si Marcos ay komunista, ibig sabihin loyalty to the party. Si Duterte ay kapitalista, no? May incentive system, meron kang bonus, ganito. Siguro dito
Yes. Oo.
pumapasok yung confidential fund ng mga Dutertes, di ba? Na
Oo,
sinasabing
malaki
exactly.
confidential fund eh. Mm. Alam mo si Sara Duterte, ang confidential fund when she was mayor is about 400 million. No, malaki. Malaki yun.
And you wonder, where it was used, among other things. Baka mga safe house na naman yan. Um, Manny, let me get back to this. Ako kasi, again, I'm not an investigative journalist like you, but in my own capacity, napansin ko minsan, pag komportable yung mga pulis sa akin, kung ano-anong sinasabi nila sa akin na parang, wait, can I unhear that? Parang naging core memory na yan. Parang minsan napansin ko pag feeling nila cool sila sa'yo or masarap kang kausap, biglang lilitaw sila ng kung ano-ano na nakakabigla, di ba? Like some of these things, I'm still haunted by them. How did you develop this rapport with police and at the same time make sure hindi ka magde-develop ng simpatya dun sa kanilang pananaw? I mean, I'm not talking about all police, but itong mga police na talagang mahilig mag-EJK at dehumanize ng mga petty criminals into essentially cattle.
Alam mo, hindi overnight na mag-gain mo yung trust ng police officers. No? Marami kasing police officers na matino. No? Hindi naman lahat pumapatay tulad
Exactly,
nung panahon
exactly.
ni Duterte. So maraming matino na akong nakilalang police na wala pa nung tinyente sila, nakilala ko na sila hanggang maging general, no? In fact, yung regional commander sa Davao during Duterte's time, si Brigadier General Manuel Gerland, I knew him when he was still a lieutenant sa PC, no, Constabulary, kasi naging aide de camp yan ni General De Villa, no, when he was chief of staff, no, and naging ano yan, special action force, no, and dinala sa De Villa when there was this crisis in Zamboanga in the hostage taking in Kawakawa in 1989. Siya, kung tagal ko nang kilala, si Manny Gerlan, no? Karamihan din nung police source ko, no, sa drug war story, karamihan dyan nakilala ko, major pa lang sila kapitan hanggang maging general. Kaya mahaba na yung pagsamahan namin, no? Usually, nung nasa ako, WP3 ko cover, paano ba magiging kaibigan ng pulis? So, naging kaibigan mo yan pagka nakikipag-inuman ka gabi-gabi.
Inuman, yan.
Yan.
Ako nga,
O,
wala pa nga inuman kung ano-anong sinasabi sa akin. Parang
o,
lang.
o kaya nakikipag-pusoy ka, pusoy, o tong its dyan sa police station, nagiging kaibigan mo yan. No? So, pag araw-araw ka na sa police station, gabi-gabi ka na sa police station, magiging familiar sila sa iyo at magiging familiar sa kanila, so magkakwentuhan kayo, no? Kaya dun na develop yung tinatawag na friendship, no?
Or rapport, at
Kaya
least,
lang
no? Rapport, yeah.
merong hangganan yan na dapat at a professional level, no? Yung pagkakaibigan nyo. Kasi nakita ko na yung level ng corruption sa police. Hindi sa police corruption, yung corruption ng media sa police na sobra-sobra nung panahon pa ni Pangulong Marcos Sr., no? Imagine kung ikaw ay naka-assign sa headquarters ng Western Police District o Manila Police District sa may Ermita, sa may UN Avenue. Ang opisina pa lang dyan, mga 12, no? Mobile, homicide, theft and robbery, assignment, special action force, patrol, investigation, no? 10 yan, no? 12. Tuwing Biyernes, nagbibigay yan ng 50-50 sa mga reporter. So
Yeah, yung ganun,
doon pa
no?
lang sa presinto, meron ka ng 600, no? Tapos pag pumunta ka pa sa mga station, police sa Mula Tondo hanggang Santa Ana, another 50. So that's another 300. So may 900 ka na. No? Weekly yan, ha, Richard. Ang
Grabe, no? Grabe.
monthly salary, ang monthly salary noon ng ordinary
Journalist.
worker,
Reporter,
no?
suppose. Yeah.
Hindi, ordinary worker.
Yung average minimum wage, mga ganun. Yeah, yeah.
Average minimum wage is 780 pesos a month.
Oh, wow. Ito, 1,000 a week.
900 a week.
So, more, oh,
So,
yeah. So,
hindi mo
3,000
na
plus
kukunin yung sweldo
per
mo.
month. Yeah.
Hindi mo na kukunin yung sweldo mo. No? Kaya, happy ang mga police reporter at that time. No? Kaya,
Right.
minsan, they turn a blind eye or they do sa ginagawang mali ng police. No? At pag natuto kang to say no, no? Doon sa binibigay ng police,
Oo. Yari
you will
ka.
you will earn the respect, no? Kasi
Right.
nga sabi na hindi pala bayaran to.
Ganun pala.
Mababatay.
So, you can say no without consequences na hindi nila sabihin na, kasi blood pact siguro yan, di ba? We pay you, you're part of the system, mga ganyan.
Yes, kasi alam mo yung malaking factor dito yung EDSA revolution yung EDSA People Power Revolt noong 1986. Kasi before that, ilan lang dyaryo. People Journal, Daily Express, Bulletin, Evening News, no? Tapos ang tabloid, People's Journal, Tempo, Balita, ilan lang, no? So madaling maggawa ng kartel, madaling
Right,
mag-abutan
right.
ng pera, no? So nung nagkaroon ng EDSA, dumami yung dyaryo. So
Mahirap
maraming
bayaran
batang
lahat, oh.
marami doon batang reporter na hindi tumatanggap kasi iba doon babae.
Right.
Babae na yung police reporter. So nagbago yung kultura. Nagbago yung kultura. So, I think that's one of the changes na nangyari because of EDSA, no? So,
Good changes, I would say, yeah.
yun nga. So, if you earn the respect of these police officers, mas pagkakatiwalaan kanila. Kasi sa reporter, trust is important, no? Trust. Maski sa military, pagka di ka kilala, ikakausapin. Wala kang makakuha storya, no? So sa military naman, paano kung nag-gain yung trust? May isa akong pinupuntang colonel dyan sa DND. Nakikipaglaro akong chess. Naabot kami ng alas 3 madaling araw kakalaro ng chess. So yun lang, no? At the same
Napaka-unhealthy
time,
talagang journalism, no? Grabe yung
tapos
kailangan mong gawin, yeah.
tapos at the same time, pagka birthday, anniversary, promote, mabatiin mo, no?
Parang politiko.
So little things that matter, no? Little things that matter.
Rapport building talaga.
Alam mo ang problema ko ngayon, Richard, sa mga reporter ngayon, no? Mga
Yes, yes.
bago na, no? Pagdating ng kasi may oras sila eh. Sabihin natin na 8 to 5, no? Yung oras nila. Pagdating ng 6 o'clock, hindi mo na makontak. Hindi mo na mahanap, no? Sabihin sa'yo, off na kami. Kami nasagot
Manny,
sa'yo.
come on. It's called life-work balance. Ay, sorry.
Correct.
Mauna yung life kaysa work. Hindi siya work-life.
Yes, di ba? May life-work
Ano naman?
balance eh. Oo.
Mamaya life,
Pero,
mamaya na yung work.
pero panahon namin, no? Inaabot kami ng madaling araw sa beat
Even kami,
namin.
mga mas matandang millennials, I remember ganun ang journalism. I mean, kabatch ko almost si Patricia Evangelista, kabatch ko a lot of other.
Oo.
So, ganun talagang all your life is for the job. Ganun din ako yung
Oo.
job. But
Walang
now, wala na.
walang
Ngayon,
day off, di ba? Walang day
walang
off
day
eh.
off. Walang bonus, walang day off. Talagang it's an
Oo.
obsession. It's an obsession. Your work is essentially
Mm.
an obsession, right?
It's dedication, di ba?
Yeah.
Dedication yan eh. Alam mo, when I was a young reporter, no, nasa libro ko rin to, na I would go an extra mile just to get a story, no? Sometimes I risked my life to get a story, no? Example, no? Merong hostage taking sa Kawa-Kawa, Zamboanga City, noong January 1989. Yung hostage ng isang Muslim policeman, yung general, at isang colonel. Kasi itong police, suspect sa pagpatay kay Mayor Cesar Climaco, no? And he was being transferred to Manila, ayaw niya. So hinostage na yung vessel niya, no? So kailangan kong makuha istorya, no? So nalaman ko na si General De Villa, who was the chief of staff at that time, was going to Zamboanga City, no? He is bringing a team of Special Action Force from the PC. So pumunta ako sa Villawar, no? Siyempre, wala ka sa manifesto ng aeroplano, hindi ka kasama, so hindi ka makasakay, di ba? Nakita ko yung mga sundalo, naghahakot ng bala, yung boxes, na steel boxes, ng bala, nilalagay sa likod ng aeroplano, sa may compartment sa likod. So nakibuhat ako ng bala. Pagdating ko sa loob ng aeroplano, hindi na ako lumabas. So, nung nilipad ng aeroplano, saka ako lumabas. Sabi sa akin ni General Villa, kaya pala ang bigat ng aeroplano, nandiyan ka sa likod. Pero
Wait,
hindi na ako bumaba.
wait.
Hindi na ako
Weren't you
bumaba, di ba?
supposed to be Manny, a bit more, younger years? Iba yung
Yeah,
metabolism.
tapos may isa pa, ganito, no? Naalala mo siguro, may na-class na Philippine Airlines flight to Baguio in 1987. Nag-crash sa Benguet dyan. So pinapunta ko ng opisina ko sa Baguio, sa crash site. Nung sa paanan ng bundok, so maraming igurot na guide, no? Sabi namin, gaano ba kalayo yung crash site ng PAL? O ba sabi sa amin ng mga igurot guide, Sir, 4 hours na lakaran lang yan. Ganun ba? O sige.
Yeah.
Sumama ako sa lakad. Wala
Team
akong
Lakay yan.
tubig, wala akong
Team
tali,
Lakay.
wala akong everything. Wala akong gear pang mountaineering. Naglakad ako. 4 hours lang daw eh.
4 hours sa kanila, 10 hours sa normal human being. I mean, these guys are next level.
12 oras lang, hindi ko nakikita yung crash site eh. Tapos yung nadaanan kong rainforest, yung mga linta ay lumilipad. Bigla na nakakapit sa mukha mo, sa damit mo, ang tataba ng linta. Sabi ko, ayoko na. Balik na lang ako. 12 oras din, hindi ko nakikita yung
Yeah, exactly.
yung crash site, no? Oo. So, reckless, masyadong reckless ako nung bata ako na tingin ko dapat maging lesson, no, sa mga journalists ngayon, no, sa mga future journalists na hindi madaling mag-cover ng disaster, ng conflict, ng ganitong mga coverage pag hindi ka handa, no? Kailangan pala nung napunta ang Reuters, merong hostile environment course, no? 1 week yan, usually, ang training namin 1 week, pinapatinig sa iyo yung putok ng baril, anong klaseng putok, yung bomba, anong klaseng putok ng granada, para alam mo. At saka dadapa, saka pupunta kung sasabog yan, no? At kung gagawin mo kung ma-hostage ka, kung paano gagawin mo kung ma-checkpoint ka, paano gagawin mo kung naparil yung kasama mo, first aid, no? So, it's a 1 week course, safety course ng ang mga trainer namin dito, yung mga British SAS, no? 1 week yan. So, ang Reuters, hindi ka papunta sa isang dangerous assignment, no? Sa conflict, sa Iraq, sa disaster, sa civil unrest, pag hindi ka nag-graduate ng coastal environment course. At then every 5 years, merong refresher.
Right.
No?
That's a new
Ganun
threat
lang,
and all that. Yeah, new
ganun
threat.
ang sistema namin sa Reuters noon. Kaya, later in my career, no, mas prepared na ako, no? Pero hindi ako prepared sa Yolanda.
Was the Yolanda really the baptism of fire? Because I know a lot of journalist friends from Atom to Patricia, yung mga cohorts ko, no, mga millennials, older millennials. Yung Yolanda was really the eye opener for them, no, to complete disaster and tragedy. Okay, Sir Manny, you have been in this business for a long time since Marcos Sr. How bad really was the Yolanda situation? Like,
Alam mo, marami
apocalyptic.
na akong disaster na punta, no? Mga Pinatubo, Baguio earthquake, yun sa Ugon, may volcano eruption, earthquakes here
Dito
and
sa
there.
Baguio, di ba, 1990?
Baguio,
Oh,
yeah, but yung
grabe din, no?
Yolanda is the worst for us. Kasi alam mo,
Worst talaga, no? Yeah.
kasi nung bumagyo nung November 8, we went there sa Tacloban the next day, no, November 9. So, yung team ko, no, kasama si Rolly Nang, si Eric De Castro, no, team kami. Ang dami namin dalang gadget. May dala pa kaming generator, may dala pa kaming pagkain, everything, damit, you know. Pagdating namin sa Villamar Air Base, sabi ng Air Force, hindi na pwedeng dalhin lahat yan. Kasi may dala kaming relief goods. So, travel light. So, ang dala namin, isang backpack lang, damit namin, wala kaming pagkain. Kasi sabi namin, siguro naman, doon sa Tacloban, makakabili tayo ng pagkain.
So
No?
you didn't know how bad it was, like
Yun
anarchy.
ang alam.
Yeah,
Kasi, di ba,
grabe.
walang communication eh. No?
Wala pang
Nung
SpaceX nun.
lumanding yung lumanding yung si 130 sa Tacloban, nasya kami lahat. Sira yung airport, walang bubong, no? At ang daming patay na nagkalat sa paligid, no? Talagang total disaster. Walang kuryente, walang masakyan, walang pagkain, walang hotel, wala lahat. Pati kung may pera ka man, di mo magagamit, no? At
Complete
yung
collapse of the system. The whole system completely
yes,
collapsed.
yung alam mo yung dalawang mall doon, no? Yung Robinson's Mall at saka yung Gaisano, niloot lahat yun. Walang naiwan. Pati yung warehouse ng San Miguel, saka Coca-Cola, niloot din yun. Walang naiwan. Kaya nasa airport lang kami, walang bubong yung airport, umuulan, tulog kami sa under the rain. Ang hirap, wala kang matulugan, wala kang makainan, at wala kang mainom. Buti na lang, may dalang relief goods yung Air Force, yun ang ninakaw namin. Kainin namin yung sardinas at kinukuha namin tubig. You know? Ah, ang nangyari, pati kami naging victims ng disaster. No?
Parang naging ano rin refugees, I mean humanitarian victims na rin kayo. No? Tuloy pabigat pa kayo.
Yes, oo. O ang masama pa nito, nung nasa airport kami, ang daming taong pumunta sa airport gustong umalis. Gusto lumabas sa Tacloban. Igsisiksikan dun sa airport para makasakay sa aeroplano,
Parang
palabas
Afghanistan
ng
yung exit,
Tacloban.
yung parang exit sa Afghanistan, yung gano'n, yung desperate.
Oo, gano'n, no? Kami naman, papasok. Di ba? Ang hirap eh.
Sira ba
Eh,
kayo
lahat ng tao
after that?
palabas, kami papasok. So, ang hirap nun.
You were also with
As a
Reuters?
result,
Man, you were also with
Reuters,
Reuters, yeah.
yeah. As a result, no, Richard, na-stroke ako when I
Oh,
returned to Manila.
na-stroke ka like, wow.
Sa
Bakit
hirap, sa hirap,
PTSD
sa
or
stress. Stress
PTSD?
at hirap.
Na PTSD ka ba? Na post-traumatic stress disorder? I mean, what was
Di
going
naman, di naman, di naman. Pero na ako
Physical
na stroke.
stress. My
Sa,
God.
sa stress.
How young were you then?
Ay, din, siguro mga 50 something.
Oh, still
Eh,
young.
anyway, 3 araw lang ako sa Medical City kasi ano lang, medyo nag-slur lang yung language ko, no, yung speech ko.
Wow, crazy. Wow.
Oh, pero buti na gumaling na diretso uli, no? After 3 days, I was discharged.
Right.
So, in January, I was back in Tacloban. Ano bakit?
Adik nga, dapat pa drug test.
Dumating si Pope.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah,
Dumating si
yeah.
Pope. Inobre
Yeah.
ko.
Tumulong si
Oo.
Francis, no?
Oo.
Wow. Wow.
January 2015, ano dumating si Pope. Oh, yan. So, ang hirap ng buhay nung Tacloban. Palagay ko sa lahat ng coverage ko, yun ang pinakamahirap. Kasi nag-cover ako ng mga bakbakan, ano? Marawi, sa saan. After end of the day, no, babalik ka ng hotel, meron kang hot meal, no, at meron
Yeah,
kang
may
portable bed,
R&R
no.
ka. May R&R.
Oo. Oo, eh dito sa Tacloban wala eh. Wala kang
Talaga,
matulugan.
yeah. I
Oo.
see, I see.
Walang kuryente, walang tubig, wala lahat. Kaya ang hirap.
And then you see all those dead bodies and looting, complete collapse
Mm.
of civilization. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And naamoy mo yung ano, yung stents, no?
right.
Kasi nung dumating kami, may konting stents na eh. Kaya
Yeah,
bago nakuha yung mga bodies, sa tagal, yung mga 3, 4 days na so
grabe, may
nakatiwag mo
stench
sa
na
gilid ng
talaga.
kalsada. Oo.
Yeah. Well, I was like 3 years old or something, but parang I still remember my stench yung Baguio after earthquake. The whole city
Mm.
smelled like dead people. So it was really bad back then. Going back to this, Manny, but by 2016, wasn't it traumatic to cover the drug war? I mean, that was crazy. I
Well,
mean,
it was traumatic because of the magnitude, no, nung mga namamatay, in one day, in one night, 5, 10, no. Kung may one time big time si Karamat, 30 sa Bulacan, no. Talagang sobra. Hindi mo maisip eh, no. Na ganun kadami, no. Ah, Sanay na ako makakita ng dead bodies kasi nga nung cover ako ng police. Pero siguro pa isa-isa,
crime
pa
scene.
dala-dalawa lang,
Yeah,
no? Pero ito, ang
magnitude.
dami talaga eh. O sobra, sobra. Kaya talagang traumatic kasi minsan in your sleep, napanaginipan mo yung mga dead bodies na kita mo.
Sir Manny, what is your decompression strategy? I don't know. Take a warm shower. I don't know. Read something that distracts your mind. I mean, this is next level crazy kasi it must have been hindi ka masyadong social media person, right? Kasi yung mga ibang friends natin, Patricia, etc. I mean, babae pa sila. They would get raped at threats. They would get all sorts of trolling online, etc. So everyone had to come up with their own survival kit. Ikaw, Manny,
Oh, alam,
yun nga
alam
eh.
mo kasi yung Reuters is taking good care of their
Their team.
employees, no? So every time na we were sent to an assignment na like disasters like Yolanda or sa drug war, no? After every week, you are given a rest, no?
Decompression, no?
Decompression. So you spend time with your family the whole week, no? And then you have a conversation with your colleagues. Parang yung letting the steam off, no? So it helps, no? Na itong ganito yung nangyayari dyan eh, ganito eh. Kinikwento nyo. So, it helps a lot sa decompression, no? Sa mawala yung trauma na nakita mo, no? Especially when you spend your time with your family full week, no? Hindi ka pagkatrabahuin, eh nawawala yung sa isip mo yung nakikita mong uh, gruesome image, no, ng drug war.
I mean, is there also like psychological therapy or those kinds of mechanism also there? Parang for, I don't know, parang sa mga veterans ng war or something like that?
Well, yung Reuters has a
Counseling or whatever.
provision for PTSD, no? Merong counseling, no? Kung kailangan mo ng counseling, there is counseling. Kung kung you want to talk to somebody, no? May available na tao sa opisina, no? And nagkaroon kasi ng program yung PTSD against PTSD nung yung aming bureau chief sa Iraq, no? Na PTSD to eh kasi uh, I think 3 of his uh, uh, photojournalists and cameraman were killed, no, by the
Dun sa
US
improvised
military.
explosive devices ba to? Sa IEDs and all?
Hindi,
Sa baril lang.
napagkamalan na
Mm-mm.
kasi may
American.
camera sila sa shoulder, napagkamalan na basuka,
Na RPG.
tinira ng
Yeah,
tangke,
yeah.
namatay. Oh. So yung bureau chief was blaming himself for that incident no nangyari. Nagkaroon siya ng PTSD. So the company had a program for this kind of incident.
Yeah,
No?
traumatic.
So
Yeah.
yes, kaya nung sa Manila, nung sa Yolanda, and also nung sa Marawi, no, meron kaming program for PTSD. Kung kailangan mo lang naman, no? Kung kailangan mo lang ng
You're
help.
right. Sir Manny, let me ask you, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I mean, obviously international outlets like Reuters, etc., have all of those mechanisms in place. Hindi ka ba nagigilty minsan about yung mga stringers? You mentioned a while ago may stringers na pinatay or most likely niyari ng mga binuking nyo. About, local journalists or reporters who do not have those kind of safety mechanisms or R&R mechanisms there. Don't you feel guilty working with them or that or you have this kind of I don't want to call it caste or apartheid, but this kind of distinction between people like you who work in international outlets and those in less fortunate circumstances.
Let's just be honest, ano, talagang may second-class citizen sa ano eh, the
I didn't want to say
journalism eh.
apartheid, but
Meron talagang second-class ano eh. Kung di ka staff member, you will be treated differently, no? But in fairness to Reuters, yung aming mga stringers, no, yung aming mga contributors
freelancers.
were also invited dito sa ano sa hostile environment course, no? Tsaka sa mga PTSD session kung kailangan nila ng tulong, no? And in fact, when si Jess Malabanan was in a hunting, no, in Pampanga, we helped him provide sanctuary in Samar, no? We paid for his stay in Samar, kaya nakapagtago siya ron, no? Kaya lang bumalik eh, Pampanga.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately.
anyway, so uh, we are trying our best to help also our stringers, no? Nabibigyan ng training at the same time compensation, no? I remember in 2009 when one of the Manila Bulletin reporters was killed do sa Maguindanao Massacre, no? Si Bong Reblando. He was actually a stringer for Reuters, long-time stringer, no? So nung malaman namin, our bureau chief flew to Jensan where he was from and gave something to his family, no? Hindi naman namin siya pinapunta eh dun sa uh, Maguindanao nung mangyari yon.
Personal
We
initiative.
just we just learned na kasama siya nung makita namin yung body niya, no? So anyway, uh, the Reuters office also gave something to his family as compensation for his death, no? And we are one with the Filipino journalists in seeking justice for his death.
And yeah,
Sorry.
unfortunately, the Philippines is notorious for being a very dangerous place. Just as we have one of the most vibrant and dynamic journalists, including you, Manny. Before I go to the next part and the latter part to discuss also your book, can I get your point of view on the ongoing Quadcom meetings, on the hearings we're seeing, all the Kerwin Espinosa, Espenido, all the Lima coming out with all of those things? How does this track with your own investigations as a journalist for Reuters? Those that 10 series that you did before. Did they
Well,
corrupt? Yeah.
when we were doing all this investigation for Reuters, no, for 17 months, Richard, April 2016 up to December 2017. We
2017.
interviewed a lot of people, barangay, funeral parlor, victims, families, police, local officials, everyone. And some of our foreign reporters, si Andrew Marshall and si Claire Baldwin, he will spend longer hours in the communities, no? Sa Payatas, no? Sa Tondo, no? Sa Bagong Barrio, no? They really immerse themselves, no? To get the stories, no? So we interviewed police officers, and ngayon sa during those times, ang report namin dinideny nung PNP at ng Malacanang, no? Hindi na totoo yung report namin. But in the quad meeting, in the 9 quad meetings, no, little by little, no, lumalabas na yung totoo, no? And si former Colonel Regina Garma just corroborated what we reported in April 2017, yung tungkol sa rewards list, no? Na sinasabi niyang merong rewards for mapatay na drug suspects na 10,000 up to 1 million, no? And he also divulged yung existence ng order of battle, yung drug watch list, no? Na merong sinabi sa amin ng police sources namin noong 2016. So tumutugma yung sinasabi ni Colonel Garma sa investigation namin noong 2016 na drug war, no? Hindi lang yan kasi marami pang revelation si dating Senador Laila de Lima na parehong-pareho din nung nakuha namin impormasyon about the drug list and drug rewards, no? Na ginagawa nga ni dating Pangulong Duterte ng kapanahonan niya. So, hindi na bago sa lahat sa amin kasi sinabi na to nung panahon ni Secretary de Lima when he was CSR chief in 2008, 2009. At nung siya ay sitting senator at nakasuhan nga on fabricated evidence and coerced witnesses, no? At nung last hearing nga ay inamin ni dating Colonel Jovis Pinido na napilitan lamang siyang idiin si dating Senador Laila de Lima dahil sa utos ni dating Police Chief Bato de la Rosa. Yan.
Well, according to Bato, wala naman talaga siyang alam. He was such an innocent guy, just, there checking Kerwin Espinosa's notes and all of that. And he was just the PNP chief lang naman. Sir Manny, I don't want to turn Ronald Llamas unemployed, but can I ask your prognostication, political prognostication? I know it's easy for you to be jaded having covered the crime beat since the Marcos senior period.
Yeah.
But would you be surprised if under a Marcos Jr., there could be some sort of resolution or at least movement, arc of history bending a little bit towards some sort of justice on this issue? Can you imagine some of the big guys falling with this Quadcom and other parallel investigation going on? I mean, what is your hunch? Obviously, this is really more forecasting than inside.
Well, Richard, because there's been a break, no, between in the alliances between Marcos and Duterte.
For political reasons, you can say.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if President Marcos would run after former President Duterte and his daughter Sara Duterte and their supporters like Bongo and Bato de la Rosa, no? Because all evidence in the Quadcom committee hearings pointed to Duterte and his allies, no, in politics, no, to be behind these killings and other activities, no. Thousands of lives have been lost, no, and thousands of lives have been shattered. Hindi naman ibabalik, no, yung 7 years ni Senator de Lima or 7 months ni Norby Tamesin, no, ng Laguna, councilor, no, na napagbintangang pumatay do sa kay Mayor Cesar Perez. Of course, lahat naman ng witnesses against the senator and Councilor Tamesin na-coerce lang. So, si Tamesin ay naging fall guy, no? At si Lara de Lima ay naging biktima ng fabricated evidence at testimonies ng mga naupag-utusan sa loob ng Bilibid Prison. So, ayun, nakakalungkot lang, no? Na ganito nangyayari. Pero sa tingin ko, there will be a further break, no, in the alliance kasi nga naiipit na si Pangulo Duterte sa kanyang nagawa nung kapanahunan niya bilang Pangulo, no? At pinuno nung tinatawag nating Pinoy drug list, no? So sana magsilbing lesson to sa mga politiko natin na ang long arm of the law will catch up on you, no? Hindi kayo makatakas kung may nagawa kayong kamalian ngayon o maraan o sa darating pa, hindi kayo makatakas sa ating batas, no? May day of reckoning nga, sabi ng mga senador.
My day of reckoning dahil kalaban mo yung nasa puder ngayon. It's
Yan,
like arc of politics, not arc of history bending towards justice.
oo.
But I'll take that any day over no justice at all. Unfortunately, given the realities. Before we go to the last part of this, I'm sure, Manny, not only I'm sure you're tired, but paparating na yung signal number 3. But more importantly, I don't want you to give too much away from your book because after all, this is supposed to be a snippet. So they still have to read. I'm seeing a lot of comments here, obviously a lot of trolls, but also a lot of people are happy with what you're sharing and excited to know about your book. Can you tell the title of your book again, Manny? Press It's Me
Ayan,
Book.
it's me, Bok.
It's Me Book. Yeah.
Me,
Uh,
Bok.
Journey,
Journeys in journalism.
Journeys in
Journeys in journalism.
Journalists in
My,
Journalism.
it's my 40 years experience as
Ah,
a
40 years.
journalist.
Wait, so batang, tagal mo pala sa journalism, no? Wow.
1983, when I first joined
Wow. So Ninoy,
People's Journal.
so was Ninoy's assassination your, I don't know, trigger point, your, I don't know.
When Ninoy
Sure.
was assassinated, that was the day my first press ID was issued.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like yeah, I was like it's I can see some convergence of oh my good. Can you tell me how it felt becoming an official journalist on the day that someone like Nino Aquino was assassinated, a world historical
Well,
figure respect.
malungkot, no? Malungkot kasi but I have regrets kasi when Ninoy was killed, I never went, no? I never
Dun sa wake
uh,
niya and the whole
went to
ceremony.
the
Yeah.
Santo Domingo Church, no? Kasi at that time I was working for the First Lady, Imelda Marcos, no? As a writer.
As a
So we
writer
were
of what?
forbidden.
Her cultural journal. What were you
Well,
doing for the first
he
lady?
was running for Batasan election in 1984. So we're doing a lot of work for her.
Ah, so you're paying your penance. So the 40 years is like,
Yes.
this is your bawi. Now I see
Yeah.
you are a good Catholic. You have to pay back for helping the bad people. I'm sorry. I'm in Solid North. Our dear First Lady. But you know how it works in Ilocos, no? Everything that is wrong with Marcos, ay hindi namin kasalanan yan. Kasalanan ng mga Romualdez yan. Si Imelda. Kasi hindi sila Ilocano, di ba? You know how it works
Yes.
here. Manny, the last part. Let's talk about the Marawi war. No, what are the things that people don't know about that war, and what are the things that you witnessed on the ground that you felt? Again, I know Yolanda was already shocking enough, more than anything, and then obviously you had also the drug war. But what about the Marawi? I mean, the Duterte era was really such a mess, right? Only under
Yeah.
Duterte a bunch of ragtag terrorists take over a whole city. I mean, that's how incompetent Duterte was. What is your understanding
Eh,
of the Marawi situation and why it went so
al,
crazy and out of control?
alam mo, Richard, mayabang lang yung mga reporter eh. And you probably saw us, no, wearing those helmets and Kevlar
Hey, I'm being nice.
flak jacket, no,
I'm being
na
nice.
sobrang bigat, no? Kasi merong porcelain ano yan, plate na weighing 15 pounds. Ang bigat talaga. Ikaw makatakbo. So mayabang lang kami, nasuot-suot namin yan, pero we did not see the actual battle between the Maute and the military because the military prevented us from getting near the battle area, no? So we were probably 3 kilometers away, away from the battle area. But may isang retired colonel who lives on a hill, no? At yung bahay niya mataas. So we always stay at the rooftop. And from the rooftop, we can see yung bakbakan, no? Medyo malayo nga lang. We can see the bakbakan sa baba ng hill and the bombings, the smokes, the fires, everything, the destruction. But alam mo, hindi pa rin safe yung lugar na yon kasi
May
yung
snipers,
mga
di ba? With 1 kilometer range. I saw the ABC journalist, medyo muntik nangyari.
hindi to yon. I think
Ay,
3
ano lang,
kilometers
bola
lahat
lang yan.
kami. Oh, boda lang. 3 kilometers lahat. Pero yung bala is ricocheting near us. So nakakatakot pa rin.
No more misfire or
Hindi ka
friendly
pwedeng
fire.
walang helmet. Oh, lumilipad yung bala eh. Eh, yung bala, excuse me lang yun, excuse me. No? Pagka tinamaan ka niya, excuse me. No? Kaya may isang Australian journalist na tinamaan sa leg eh. At yung
Yeah, I
Australian
saw.
journalist
Yeah, ABC.
nandun sa may provincial capital, which is 5 kilometers away. Oh, so malayo na. Ano mo yung karamihan ng ano doon, mga report na ginagawa ng media, parang stage eh. Alam mo,
Ito
na-witness mo
na,
yung ano,
laglagan na.
oo, alam mo, na-witness mo yung, yung bakbakan, pero malayo po. We are 3 kilometers away. We attempted to get near the area, no? Pero hinahabol kami ng army. Hindi kami kalapit, no? Siguro nakalapit kami almost 500 meters do sa Bakbakan area. But nahabol kami ng army at pinalabas uli kami doon sa danger zone, no? So we were trying to penetrate the battle area. Lahat kami, no? Lahat ng nandong reporter na cover, we're looking for ways to witness yung talagang bakbakan, no? Kasi yun ang maganda eh. Pero talagang ano, hindi kami umaabot kasi pagka malapit na kami, nahuhuli kami, pinababalik kami dun sa safe zone, no? So, ang nakikita namin na bakbakan dun sa isang command post na nandun yung masundalo, pumuputok pero alayo ng kalaban. Pumuputok pero yun ang kinukuna namin. Pumuputok eh.
So, medyo parang maladigong na orchestrated rin.
Oo. Ganun talaga, no? Kasi
Dapat dinawat na ako.
television
Ganyan
is
lang pala
visual.
eh. Sana pumunta na rin ako.
Oh, ano mo,
Yan lang pala eh.
television is visual, no? You need visual story. Kailangan mong pakita na ganito yung nangyayari, no? So, yung iba doon stage, yung ano, may nakatapapang reporter, nakakala mo, nakatakot. Pero malayo siya doon sa pinangyayarihan ng
Yun nga, that's what I noticed. We're not really getting what's the topography here, no? What we're talking about. Kasi like in Mosul, in Syria and other part, may mga talagang in person na makikita mo na, I mean, I have uncles who serve in Fallujah and all of that. Like I heard, like saan yung bakbakan, etc. Pero ito, I was not sure what's going on. I mean, do you think there could have been really a fair journalistic coverage of what on earth was happening? Because when I was in
Meron,
Marawi, they
meron
told
din,
me na over-destruction yung nangyari, na hindi naman kailangan na dudurugin yung buong syudad. Yun yung sinabi ng
hindi,
local sa akin.
meron ding kasi in some cases yung military will allow embed journalists to get near, pero bihira 'yon. I know yung Reuters team was given a chance only twice during the 5-month period, no? Only twice na in-embed yung Reuters team, pumasok. Pero yun, sabi nga nung kasama ko, ah, akala niya mamatay na siya dahil matindi yung bakbaka na experience nila, no?
So,
Pero yung
yeah,
sundalo naman hindi kailalagay sa alanganin.
yeah, but the limitation in embedded, kasi of course the criticism of being embedded is that medyo kontrolado yung how much you can cover,
Kontrolado,
or you're gonna see the
controlled
perspective of one side.
environment.
Yeah, you're gonna see
Oo.
perspective of one side.
Pero yung mga kasama ko no, nagpunta ng Afghanistan, nagpunta ng Iraq na embedded, ay talagang yun, real time yun, na bakbakan, no? Na-ambush pa nga sila eh, no? I recall na kinikwento ng isang reporter namin na
Taliban, yung mga
na-ambush
Taliban,
na-ambush
Al-Qaeda.
sila. Oo. Mm. And they have to be rescued, no? By helicopters kasi naipit sila. Pero dito sa Marawi, may embed pero controlled environment.
Yeah, medyo hindi naman artificial, but there's a certain degree of uh, controlled chaos, or something like that, or calibrated
Mm.
risk taking. Just before we end, Sir Manny, I know, wow, 1 hour 30 minutes, ang bilis lang pala yung. Dapat talaga mag-sit-in ka na next time sa amin ni Ronald and all. Mukhang we need to do the wag po proper, no? Podcast version. Manny, I'm really, really thankful for this discussion and looking forward to reading your book, and of course, more than happy to also recommend that fantastic book from you. I mean, again,
Yan.
folks, there, it's me, book, Journeys in Journalism. Kuya ka siya.
Yan.
Sir, man, let me tell you what. On one hand, we have a lot of trolls attacking us and attacking me. So mukhang we're making good enemies here. But the one question that keeps on popping up is, wait, what? He worked for Imelda Marcos? Like, how is it to work for Imelda? I mean, do you have regrets? I mean, we kind of said na may redemption arc ka naman kahit papaano, di ba? Um,
Well, I
like,
was a
tell
newly
me about it.
graduate.
Tell me about it.
I was a newly graduate, no, in 1983, and
UST ka
my
ba?
first work, huh? No,
UST ka?
no, PLM,
Oh, right, right,
Pamantasan ng
right,
Lungsod
right,
ng
right.
Manila.
Oh,
Yeah,
so Manila
no,
boy ka talaga.
Manila boy. So, in 1983, mahirap ang trabaho, no? So, when I applied for work, nakakuha ako sa People's Journal, no? But the People's Journal editor said, no, 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 you will not work for us. You will work for a Metro Manila News Bureau na inorganize at that time for the 1984 batasan election ng KBL. And Imelda Marcos was a candidate. So, yun, doon ako nagsimula, no? In fact, I was in Tacloban for 1 month, no? Also writing for Philip Romualdez. Si Philip Romualdez was running for governor at that time. Anak siya ni Kokoy Romualdez, no? I think he's now chief executive ng isang mining company and married to Sandy Prieto of Inquirer, no? So when he was younger, he ran for governor and I was part of his staff writing for his campaign, no? And back in Manila, I covered Dindo Fernando and Danny Floro, the KBL candidates for Pasig and Marikina. And unluckily, they lost in the election. Si Imelda, well, of course, nanalo. So
Um,
after the election in 1984, tapos na kontrata ko, no? And I was
hey,
thrown back to People's Journal as a police reporter.
I mean, must have been quite a climb down from Imeldific universe of film and culture to high stakes politics, and then now you're just reporting on killing and police and all of the kababalakan. Wasn't that quite a mental transition?
Well, it was, but you need work in those days. Mahirap ang buhay, no? Uh, so,
Mahirap
let
ang
me
buhay.
see.
How dare you, Manny? Those were the golden era. Number two
Mahirap
daw
ang buhay
tayo ni
noon. Mahirap.
Oh, yung,
Mahirap ang buhay noon.
oh, Kapsat,
So,
ayan tayo eh. Yung mga, sabi kasi ni, anong pangalan niya? Sabi ni Jimmy Bondok, number one daw tayo sa Asia. Kami, Ilocano, number two eh. Kay Jimmy Bondok,
oh,
number one daw tayo nung panahon ng martial law. Na talagang,
really?
si Jimmy Bond, ay hindi, si Manny Pacquiao pala, sorry. Sorry, Jimmy. Kay Tatay Digo. Si Manny Pacquiao nagsabi na number one tayo in Asia, sabi ni Manny Pacquiao. Kasi dami nagtanong sa akin, di ba galit ka sa corruption? Bakit Team Marcos ka ngayon? Bakit? Anong masama sa Marcos? Napakagaling nila. Maayos lahat. Bagong lipunan. Number one. Ganun, like,
Yeah.
wait. Number one. Number two, come on. You're even beating us, Ilocanos, in propaganda. Di ba? Medyo hindi ko matanggap. Na-hurt yung pride ko, kapatid.
Oo nga.
Thank you so much, Manny, for this. I hope we can continue this kind of conversation. Masarap ka palang kausap, Manny, no?
Oo naman, di mo ako in-interview eh.
Hindi mo rin naman ako in-interview nun eh. Kaya medyo ano na tayo, nagtapat. Nag-cancel out na. But Manny, I'll tell you what. It was really a privilege to finally have this proper conversation with you. Alam mo naman ako pag in person naglolokohan lang eh, but I'm a serious guy and this was a very serious discussion, very heartfelt discussion. Now I can see bakit napaka-emo kasi nakita ko yung mga pictures nila Gretchen, nila Edu, like they're all sentimental. Sabi ko, sinabi itong Manny na to, baka nagmarites-marites lang, napaka talagang effusive, talagang drama-drama nila mag-post. Sabi ko, ay, wala akong oras. Kausapin mo nga si Manny ng pinagsasabi na, ay, oh, grabe pala yung dinaanan mo, Manny. Ay, pero Manny, feeling ko yung pinakamatindi mo, Imelda Marcos pa rin. So, balikan kita isang araw. Alam mo na kailang araw kita balikan kay Imelda Marcos. So, thank you so much, Manny. I hope hindi kita pinahamak sa usapin na ito. Is there something, Manny, you want to say? Is there new writing? Because now you're in charge of defense issues for One News, of your colleagues actually at One News TV5. Is there anything in particular that you want the folks to check in terms of your your works, your essays? Is there a snippet of your book, yung mga tamad magbasa ng buong libro? Meron ka bang synopsis? I don't know, some article column that captures the essence of it? May light
Well,
version ba? Real.
yung book kasi nagsimula yan sa ano eh, sa snippets na I was writing for my Facebook page, no? So, marami akong nasulat sa ano, Facebook
Ah.
page ko. So, some of my friends said, why don't you write a book? So, parang yun, compilation ng snippets ko lang, yung book.
Ayun pala, guys, wag natin bilhin. Check. Facebook friend lang tayo sa kanya. Diyan. Ilocano talaga na. I'm just kidding. Yeah, actually, I was wondering, why did you even bother to write the book, considering you have already a whole body of work out there, man. You are already a legend in the industry. Booyaka siya.
Well, this is some kind of a legacy
Memoir,
to,
legacy.
oh yes, and I want young journalists, future journalist students to learn from my experiences, no?
Meaning,
Kasi,
1 a.m., pag tinawagan mo, wag mong sabihin life-work balance.
oo, kasi anyway, kasi yung lahat ng experience ko dito, no, masaya, malungkot, near death, embarrassing, nakakaya, no? And I have one
And
section
near
there
death.
for,
Near-death
near
experience.
death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dahil near death experience sa mga helicopters natin na
Yeah.
luma. No? And then siguro yung the dark side of journalism, I devoted one chapter, uh, yung mga payola na tinatanggap ng mga reporter, no?
Yeah.
During my time, yan.
Manny, hindi ba pwede ka? Baka magalit naman. Di ba sabi ni Lenny nung election last time, sabi niya, tanggapin niyo lang yung vote buying pero wag niyong botohin. Hindi pwede ganun din ang advice mo. Kunin mo yung payola pero wag mong tulungan yung mga walang hiyang mga kurakot na politician or police. Get the money
Alam
but
mo kasi, Richard, dalawang klase ang perang binibigay sa
yun.
mga reporter.
Ayun tayo eh.
Oo. May isang crying money at isang laughing money. Pag crying money, hiningi mo yan, pinwersa mo yung hiningan mo. Yung laughing money, it was given to you out of siguro token, nasiyahan sila sa ginawa mo, pwede mo tanggapin siguro yon dahil kung token, no? Kung token. Kasi kung binibigyan ng kotse, hindi na pwede yon.
Bakit? Baka naman.
Hindi pwede yon. Oh,
Baka
that's
naman.
beyond your
Crash
means,
ka,
no?
crash, crash,
Oh.
crash.
Kasi
Crash.
alam ko sa mga news agencies, merong may
Limit
limit ang
below 500, something like that. Yeah.
uh, I think it's about $50.
Internationally, no? Yung
Oo,
token.
na pwede mong tanggapin, token, ballpen,
Yeah.
USB,
Basta mga, ano ba
pero
yung mga nabibili sa Shopee, Zalora, yung mga
yes, pero pagka
Shane,
binigyan ka ng
mga Shane.
50 mil, iba na yun. Bribe na yun.
Paano ka, ganito na lang sir, paano kung naka-Gucci ka, BMW ka, ganyan kang journalist, tapos sabi na, nakakaya naman, bibigyan ko ng Shane niya, napaka-social niya, bigyan natin ng laughing gift na, I don't know, some Louis Vuitton bag. Paano kung ganun? Kasi masyado kang konyo. Kunyari, konyong katulad ko.
Hindi pa rin pwede yun. Masyadong
Hindi pa
mahal
rin,
yun. No?
hindi pa rin. Ako, idol
Masyadong
ko
mahal
pa rin
yun.
my
Oo.
former colleague, Ma'am Jessica. So, I think her policy was like zero. Like, even piso, hindi ko tatanggapin. Like, no gifts, whatever. So, I think some people just have a zero policy para wala ng issue, no? Para, kasi baka kung Ilocano, kwartahin mo, papasok ba ito sa threshold ng dodgy
Yes.
or legit, yung mga ganun.
Actually, kung talagang to be strict, no? Pati yung pakain, hindi pwedeng tanggapin eh.
Yes, yes. Yun din napansin ko, bawal pa kain eh. Oo. Pero
Oo,
pwede
oo.
mag-order sa Grab. Ganun.
Yes, so talagang you have to pay your own. Oo. Dapat ganun, strictly speaking. Pero alam mo na kasi ang Pilipino, no? Like all Orientals, meron tayong culture of gift giving, no? Yung token. So,
Uy, wag kang ganun, wag kang ganun. Manny, kasama ko lang yung mga Aleman isang araw. Binigyan nung kasama ko, hindi nga ako binigay, ng isang teddy bear na ganyan. Sabi ko, wag na, mabili ko sa airport lang yan sa Munich, wag na. Ako rin po.
oo. Basta it's beyond your means. Bawal yan, bawal.
Kaya ako nag-vlogger na lang ako para relax na lang ang buhay. Basta vlogger, wala nang etiquette na. Just kidding. Last point, Sir Manny, what is your advice? Do you think journalism is a risky, sometimes thankless, but nevertheless rewarding enough job to take for a younger generation, especially now with vlogging and podcasting and all sorts of the diwata and all of that coming up? Is this still a noble? Is it still a noble profession?
It's the best
Worth,
job in the
worth,
world.
worth. It's the
Huh?
best.
It's
Yan
the
ang
best job in the world,
gusto
no?
ko sa'yo, Sir
You,
Man.
well, you can meet the president and a beggar, at the same time. You are sitting at the front seat of history unfolding before your eyes.
You're writing the
There are
first draft
many,
of history. You're writing the first draft
yes,
of history.
yes,
Your
there are many
writings are
secrets.
first draft. I drew on your works for my books and all of that.
There are
On
many
or
secrets that will take to your grave.
um
Masaya siya, no?
Sir
Masaya
Manny,
siyang trabaho na
uh,
I would not, I think if
for-
I will have to live again,
Second life.
I will
Oo.
still become a reporter.
Oo. Sir Manny, mahalaga ito. This is a very important issue. You think kung kailangan mo maghanap ng jowa or love life, do you think journalism is a good profession?
Hindi.
ako, ako
Kasi
ang take ko niyan,
alam mo
maghanap
ba,
ka ng
erratic ang
jowa, but
schedule eh.
pero hindi mo
Erratic ang
ma-maintain.
schedule. Erratic
Yun.
ang schedule eh. You know, ganito, no? May example ako sa'yo.
Oy, biglang
It
madaldal
was
ka na.
a Valentine's Day. I was going to have a date with my wife. So may set na ako. Sumabog yung yung bus sa EDSA.
Ay, yun lang.
May
Love
bombing
touch.
na bus sa EDSA. Eksaktong patayo na ako sa table ko, sa desk ko, to leave, no? Sumabog bigla. So hindi natuloy yung date. Umuwi ako, kinabukasan na. So, that, so ganun po ang trabaho ng
It's over. It's over.
journalist. Hindi po sigurado, no?
Paano
Kung
kung
saan kayo tapon.
free love? Ganun yung setup mo.
Diba, ang hirap, di ba? Oh.
Medyo parang 1960s vibes natin, Ibiza vibes. Free love, free love. But ako ang
Yeah.
advice ko, kung gusto mong maghanap ng jowa, maganda tong trabaho na to. Pero if you wanna keep your jowa, it's one of the worst jobs.
Yes.
So,
Kasi hindi
it's a
kayo
entry but no
magkakatugma ng schedule. Mm.
Pero papunta naman tayo sa AI, hologram, marami naman technologies. So you never know. Baka hindi lang jowa but lifelong partners ang mahanap nyo. So definitely I recommend journalism. Lalong-lalo na doon sa mga haliparot na medyo magaling madaldal. At magaling din magsulat. Oh, by the way, I'm not talking about myself, just to be clear. Hindi rin about money. Thank you so much, Sir Manny. Napansin
Thank
ko
you, thank you.
nabuhayan ka nung tinanong ko about medyo marites yung discussion. Salamat Sir Manny. Again on that note, thank you so much and please check out Manny Mogato's fantastic book, Pulitzer Prize winner, pero most importantly, a legendary member of the WACPO Hall of Fame. God bless po.
Thank
Talk.
you. Thank you.
Salamat.